Hi, y'all. Welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl, and this is Daily Mail episode 72. I'm going to title tonight's episode The Importance of Calm, based on the situation going on globally. I feel like there's some information that I can share with you guys that would be beneficial to each of us as individuals and within our family structures and our relationships outside of our family, friends, co-workers, and things like that. In 2016, I think it was, I went to Phoenix and became a certified heart math trainer. Heart math for over 40 years has been studying the effects of the heart on the human body and heart-brain coherence. A little tidbit of interesting information is that our heart sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. So for a lot of years, scientists and doctors have always felt like the heart is the operating center. I mean, the brain is the operating center. And when in fact the heart actually sends more information to the brain. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, one of the most quoted Bible scriptures that I quote is Proverbs 4:23, which is guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. So that's from a more spiritual perspective, where what we allow to dwell in our heart does become something in our 3D reality. So my nose itches. I went back to my notes, and I'm going to read a little bit of stuff just because it has numbers and stuff in it. And I've spoken to this in other videos, but I want to try to get a little more information to you, because I feel like when we have information, solid information, then we know what to do with it. Then we understand how to use it for our benefit and for the benefit of those that we love. So there's over 1,400 biochemical changes that are set in motion by our changing emotions. So, and among these changes, it's the release of hormones. So you've heard me talk about, like our heart sends a signal, and there's this little pharmacist up here. And that little pharmacist releases the chemicals based on the signal that it gets, right? Those two hormones, there's a lot of chemical changes, but of all of them, there's two hormones in particular that we're all familiar with. One is cortisol, and they call that the stress hormone. And the other is DHEA, and they call that the vitality hormone. Once produced, some of these hormones can stay in our body for hours on end and produce long-lasting effects in our body. So, and depleting emotions such as worry, fear, and those are the two that I'm really focused on right now based on what's going on globally. But worry and fear are two of those depleting emotions, and that whenever we feel them in our heart, our heart sends that signal, and our brain releases, among other chemicals, it releases cortisol. So whenever cortisol is produced and released, the brain is getting the information that we're in stress, possibly even in danger, right? So what happens is this part of our core being gets deprived, so to speak, of the necessary nutrients, because the brain is busy sending through the blood systems into our extremities this cortisol, which is going to, kind of like adrenaline, help us move out of the way, get fight or flight, right? Get out of there, get ourselves to safety. And we can be sitting in our living room watching the news, feeling this stress, and all of a sudden the brain says, "Oh no," and quits nurturing our core and begins to prepare us for a fight, so to speak. So, whenever we are focused on or allowing emotions of uh, uh, what was the word I used? Renewing emotions, right? Such as compassion, love, um, ease, peace. Whenever those emotions are filled into our heart sends the signal that we're fine. Go back to the nurture mode. And then our brain releases, among other chemicals, the DHEA, which is very vital. They call it the vitality hormone, but it's very vital in keeping our immune system built up. Stress will deplete the immune system. So, why is this important right now? Because we've all heard the stories, and some of us have even talked about, if you listen to YouTube or a lot of the media right now, you're hearing stories about people who are out there in panic mode, and no judgment, because I understand. But we in this community, I'm gonna go a little bit overboard, and maybe not, I don't think so, and say we have a responsibility. They were talking about the people that are out there buying toilet paper. Everybody's buying toilet paper, and somebody mentioned, that's people that are on the lowest vibration, of energy, where they're in that stress mode. They're panicking. They're preparing for a fight, right? So, and then there's people in a spiritual community that, yeah, we might need to supply ourselves, but we do so from a place of responsibility, but not a place of fear. And we do so from a place of, emotional intelligence, where we take care of our needs, but we allow ourselves to remain calm and remain, at ease and trusting of the universe, our creator, our spirit guides, our angels, all those that are here to protect us. So, back to this information, there's heart math teaches a technique, and they again have been studying this stuff for over 40 years, and they've got gobs of information out there, free for people to help to learn and to understand about the effects and different techniques that you can use and stuff like that. But I wanted to, for the benefit of this community, bring you guys through something called a heart lock-in. And this is where we go into ourselves. It's kind of like a meditation, and we will find that place of peace in our hearts and radiate it throughout our body, and then throughout our community, throughout our state, throughout our country, throughout the globe, and especially to our leaders. So if you would allow me to lead you in a heart lock-in, is what it's called, I would like to do that right now. And yeah, so if you would close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes to get to a place called coherence, which is another thing that heart math teaches, is whenever our heart and brain are in coherence. You don't have to close your eyes to do it, but for the benefit of this particular heart lock-in, because I don't know how many of you are familiar with heart math or the way that are practiced in this technique, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and close your eyes and focus your attention in your heart space. And as you breathe into that heart space. Now, I'm not talking about imagine in your mind over here that there's a heart breathing for you. I'm talking about feel the breath go into your heart space. And then we're going to release that breath from that same heart space. So we're going to breathe in for 5 seconds. And we're going to release slowly for 5 seconds. And keep your attention in the area of your heart as we breathe in again. And then we breathe out. And we're going to breathe in again. And we're going to breathe out. And one more time, breathe in. And we're going to breathe out. I want you to imagine in the center of your heart a beautiful golden ball of light spinning around and increasing in size. And as this light increases in size, you can feel the warmth and the care and the love of our Creator, however that is for you. And sit with that for just a minute. And allow that light to spill out over the edges of your heart and begin to flow gently and lovingly in every direction of your whole body. And allow yourself to feel the warmth and the love and the care of that beautiful light as it moves through your entire body. And we're going to sit with that for just a minute. Now allow that light, that beautiful light that originated in your heart space, to be radiated out of you into your surroundings within the space that you live or that you are right now. And feel that energy bathe the space around you with love, warmth, and care. Now visualize yourself moving that beautiful, loving energy from your space, radiating it out into the community where you live. Now we want to push it out a little further into the entire state. And imagine the people. Imagine them seeing and feeling the energy flow through them as you radiate this energy out. Now we want to push it out to our country. Imagine that beautiful energy full of warmth, love, and care, radiating, bathing the entire country that you live in. And as you imagine the comfort this energy is bringing to people all across your country, let's stretch it out to the entire globe. We'll radiate this beautiful, loving, warm, and caring energy around the globe that we call Mother Earth, that we call Earth, that we just call our planet. And as we watch that light wrap itself around our entire planet, feel in your own heart space the peace and the ease that travels with that light. And as we come back to our own heart space, very slowly and very gently, we want to send out extra encouraging, loving, and caring light to the leaders in our community, in our state, in our country, and across the globe. Then we'll come back in to our own heart space. And we send out gratitude to our Creator, to our angels, to the archangels, to our spirit guides, to the Holy Spirit, to our higher selves, and to each other. Because it's with each other that we grow, and that we love. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you can come back and open your eyes. Guys, I love you all so very, very much. I hope this has been of benefit to you. If you'd like to find out more techniques, please go to Heart Math Institute, or you can email me for more information. There's a whole lot of information at Heart Math Institute online. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being a part of the Spirit Mail community, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your community and your life. And I love you. Go out and have a super duper day.